Hey everyone, Matt Morris. Welcome to the Unemployed Millionaire Show. And today we're talking about how to increase your income by a factor of 10 in network marketing. Now, this kind of really boils down to the formula for success. Now, the formula for success in life, it's your financial vehicle multiplied by your effort, multiplied by your skill, your level of skill. And so why I love network marketing, I believe it's the ultimate financial vehicle. I mean, there's just no other profession in the world that I know of that allows you to make the kind of money that you can make, have the type of time freedom that we have, and help, the amount of people that we're able to help. And so realize if you're in the network marketing profession, you've got an amazing financial vehicle. So the only other two variables are your effort and your skill. So obviously you've got to work hard, but you probably know a lot of people who work really hard, but they never get where they really want to get in life. And so one of the major multipliers, the only one out of only three multipliers in the formula for success, is your skill. Now, you watching these videos, every time I put a video out, I'm increasing your level of skill. And so, my hope is that you're watching every one, you're internalizing it. In some cases, you're watching the videos over and over, and obviously sharing these with your team, with your organization, because when they see this information and they internalize it, they get better and they grow bigger organizations. But here's one of the biggest factors for you on how to increase your skill, aside from watching these videos, reading books, and all that. It's attending events. And I'll tell you, no matter what company that you're in, if you're in, any kind of, typically good network marketing company, they do events, some type of live events. And I'll just tell you, the secret to becoming a top leader, a top professional in your company, is attending all the major events. Every major event that your company puts out, you need to be there. And you have to look at it like this. In order to be a doctor, does a doctor have to go to medical school? Obviously. If I was going to tell you, hey, I'm going to be a doctor, I'm really committed to being a doctor, and I'm going to work really hard at being a doctor, but I'm not going to go to medical school, what would you think of me? You'd think I was crazy, stupid, or both. And that would be the reality. I'd be crazy or stupid if I told you I'm going to be a doctor and not go to medical school. You have to go to medical school. If I told you I'm going to be a lawyer and not go to law school, I'm going to skip law school and just be a lawyer. Obviously, you got to go to law school. And so if you want to be a 6-7-figure earner in network marketing, you have to go to 7-figure school. And 7-figure school is the events, your company's major events. Now, if your company doesn't do major events, you need to be going to other events. Now, there's other events that leaders put on. Art Jonak puts on his mastermind event. Eric Worre does an event every year. I mean, find events and go there physically. There's nothing that replaces being live in an event and getting that information. And so the reality is this, is you are going to make more money if you go to the event. In fact, with my company that I'm involved in, we've statistically proven the people who attend our events, they make 5 to actually 10 times more money if they go to our events than they don't. So you don't have to go to every event. You don't have to go to major events, but that just means you're going to make 10 times less. So do you want to make 10 times more money, or do you want to make 10 times less money? And I would guess you want to make 10 times more. So you obviously have to be at the event. Now, a lot of people will say, you know what, I don't have the time. I've got to take some time off work and I can't do that. Well, how long are you going to make decisions in your life based on a lack of time? See, if you keep making the same decisions based on a lack of time, you're never going to have any time. A lot of times it's a money reason. I don't have the money to go to the event, either the price of the ticket or the airfare or the hotel, whatever it is. And again, if you don't have the money to go to the event, that's why you must go to the event. You see, I remember when I was about 25, 26 years old, I went to a Tony Robbins event, and he had Mastery University, and it was $10,000. Now, at the time, I didn't have $10,000 lying around. I had to put it on a credit card. And I didn't have the money, and what the conversation I was having in my mind was like, oh, I can't go, because I didn't have the money. And then I just came to the realization, I said, you know what, if I don't come up with the money, I'm never going to have the money. And so this is what I want for you, is I want you to be more powerful than whatever your limiting belief is. Your limiting belief about not having enough time or not having enough money, be more powerful than that excuse, because you can have excuses or you can make a lot of money, but you can't have both. So you can't expect also your team to go, because in order to have a very fast-moving organization, I mean, here's the key. It's get them in and get them to an event. See, you've got to get their mind right. And I've lived by a philosophy in network marketing. It's allowed me to build organizations of hundreds of thousands of people, make millions of dollars, and it's this. It's if I build people here, they'll build the business. And so you have to build people here, and the best way to build people here is getting them to the events. And so if you're not there, your team's not going to go. And I'll tell you this, momentum is created through belief. You're going to hear me say that in a lot of my videos in the future, but momentum is created through belief. Well, how do you really get people to belief? Well, it's one thing hearing you on the phone. It's one thing hearing you in person, but if you're doing an event with hundreds or even thousands of people, the level of belief is just unmistakable. What happens is it's not so important when someone in your organization, it's not when they get in their company, it's when your company gets in them. It's when network marketing gets in them right here. And the way that it gets in you right here is getting to the events. And so friends, don't miss another major event. I don't care what the excuse is, time, money, make sure you're there. Now, this is something that I think is imperative. Share this with your organization. Make sure they are seeing this and make sure they understand the importance of attending events. So I appreciate you tuning in. Love to hear from you below. Feel free and comment. If you feel like this would add some value, make sure you share it around. Make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, and make sure you're subscribed to my newsletter at mattmorris.com. I'll shoot you over a copy of my 7 Secrets to 7 Figures program. So we'll see you next time. Make life an adventure.